Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Cicely Radani, your home for spiritual insight and entertainment. My name is Courtney of Cicely Radani. Today we're getting into a captivating reading entitled, What Compliments Are You Getting Behind Your Back? I have two important announcements. Number one, I'm starting another channel called Cicely Radani Tarot of Love for any love messages. If you're in a relationship, if you're dating, if you'd like to start dating, go ahead and subscribe to me over there. And number two, I am offering a free reading once we get 1,000 subscribers here, friends and family. So make sure that you're subscribed down below and you comment and just let me know of your intention and desire to be part of the raffle. And hopefully I will get to see you one-on-one before long. Go ahead and pick your message now. Focus on the question, what compliments are you getting behind your back? We have pile number 1 with the Lovers, pile number 2 with the Devil, pile number 3, 10 of Wands. Whichever one you're drawn to, really pulls to you, calls to you, go ahead, check the description box below for that timestamp, and I'll see you there. Hi, pile 1, if you chose the Lovers, number 6 from the Everything is Magic tarot deck, this is your reading about what compliments you're getting behind your back. Please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to enter for a chance to win a free reading. All you have to do is make sure you're subscribed and comment down below. Let's get right into it. All right. What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? What compliments, one card at a time, please. What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? Please clarify life experience. What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile... Your innocence, pile number 1. You're very innocent. You have a very moral view on life that comes from within. People are complimenting like how correct you are, and you've had this truth inside of you your whole life, and they're complimenting how you're finally starting to speak it out. It's very similar to pile number 3, because I'm getting, some people are complimenting your love life is finally progressing. But more so, in the past you relied heavily on others. This is different from pile 3. Whereas in the past you relied heavily on others, maybe you, I don't see necessarily a codependent energy, but you always acted as a pair, and you were not necessarily confident enough to go out on your own and manifest your own intentions. They see now that you really stepped into your own, and in doing so you have become very whole. So you've shed patterns of codependency, pile number 1. But also, for some of you, you may be taking the next steps in your love life towards commitment, and you've found that forever person. But they're complimenting how you've been able to heal your dynamics, any unhealthy dynamics that you have in your love life, And they're complimenting your ability to stand up for yourself and stand up for what you know is right, even when it's difficult. It's almost like you have this clarity of morals from the inside. It doesn't allow you to dampen it, and it's like an inner light that guides you and guides your decisions. And they see that it's done right by you. It's guided you in the right direction. So people are complimenting how no one was ever able to dim your light. And they really respect you for that. And they want to learn from you. What compliments are pile number 2 getting behind their back? They see that even though now you may be peacocking a bit, like you may be kind of really stepping into your confidence and expressing it out loud and stepping into that authority, they don't see it as you being in your ego. They see it as you stepping up to the plate of who you are and honoring what you've been through and honoring your talents and skills. And they see that people compliment how you can be so sensitive but still be so potent and competent in life. Yeah, people are complimenting how maybe you're the breadwinner in your relationship, or you are kind of a financial kind of beacon for your family, or you have that potential to build generational wealth, or to take care of your parents, or just to be that kind of, I don't know what the word is, but that financial beacon in your family system. They see that people are complimenting how you show up in their lives. And a lot of that has to do with real, tangible, material support that you offer, even if it's not like in terms of finances, it is in terms of guidance. So you really like shed that light of truth that you have within you on other people's situations as well. And they find you to be really intelligent. And willful. It's like your mind can't be broken. And I think maybe in the past you had codependent patterns because people tried to make it seem like you were in your ego anytime that you tried to speak your truth. But now they're complimenting it. And it's the same people who doubted you, or the same people who tried to like make you feel like you were a bad person for just speaking your mind and speaking the truth. They are the ones who have to bear witness to the fruits of that labor of staying true to it. And they now honor it. And this is before you even knew that you had this power for truth. You weren't trying to. You were willful because you have this power for truth. It expresses itself as very, very sound logic. But it's a form of clear cognizance of divine knowing. And your processing speed in your mind is like like lightning speed. You have a logical train of thought, like you can defend your intuition, but it originates from divine knowing. And then you're able to piece together, you know, what really makes it true, like the logical pathway of what really makes it true. All right. What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? Please clarify 6 of Swords. Please clarify the Chariot. Please clarify Oracle of Pentacles. People find you to be so free and indulgent. People live vicariously through you because they feel like you live a very glamorous life. You live a dream life. And they are complimenting how you went after it. And now you're here and you're basking in it. They're complimenting how well taken care of you are by the universe, by those that love you. Maybe you have a solid partnership and they're complimenting your ability to, because with the Chariot cards, I'm really feeling that. But also this being in the spotlight energy, so the glamour of that and this peacocking. Yeah. They love to see it. A lot of people love to see you peacocking, and they like the mystery because it makes you very mystical. This like divine knowing that you have. They don't understand the method to the madness because it is kind of mystical. And they love to just watch and feel free through what they observe from you. But it's like, I get this energy that you're kind of like a queen bee archetype. Like you're really something of a superstar, pile number 1. Like, you're admired in that way. Like people, you have fans. Like, I don't know who you are, but people are fans. And they're watching from the sidelines. They feel like you're pampered. All right. Anything else? Yeah, more of that mystical energy. So let's go ahead and get the final message. Feel free to watch any other piles that you felt drawn to. And we're just going to get an animal oracle message to close together the readings. And if I feel the need to pull any extra cards, I'll do that after. Okay. Duck, knowing. You can't make this stuff up. Number 18 reduces down to number 9, bottom of the deck. Number 48, jaguar, intention. Yeah, this clarity and precision and knowing. Let's read it. Duck, knowing. And 8 is an energy of abundance, and we were getting that. Like, you are very abundant. It comes through in the way of finances. And that's what I'm getting with all this. Like, you live a life of luxury. People are complimenting how luxurious your life seems from afar. Number 18, you already know enough to guide others. Although the duck has many natural predators, they approach life with a calm alertness, ready to fly, run, paddle, or duck underwater to safety at any moment. Ducks are connected to the earth by their need for water and water-loving plants. Their omnivorous diet consists mostly of algae, plants, fish, insects, worms, amphibians, and grasses that are found in and around water. Renowned for their intercontinental migrations, ducks use an instinctive internal barometer to know the precise moment at which to change locations for the maximum benefit of their species. Not only do they flow in harmony with the seasons, they trust their intuition above all else to guide their next moves. Ducks migrate in family groups, remaining in the same flying formation from taking off to landing. The young ducklings learn the lay of the land through teachings passed down from their parents, allowing them to memorize landmarks for future reference. This can be interpreted as a reminder that no matter where you are called to go, you can still find peace in knowing that you always have a home to return to, providing your spirit with the much-needed security and familiarity it craves. Ducks have a waterproof plumage which allows for maximum buoyancy and enables them to move effortlessly along the surface of water. They teach us to avoid taking on too much emotional baggage that will inevitably weigh us down as we move through life. Instead, we should stay in control by focusing on our strengths whilst pedaling forward with conviction and grace. Yeah, so there's more expression of this peacock energy, and you have this understanding of where you're going in life, and you're really called to it and move. You have this willpower that comes from your family-oriented nature. You have this sense of responsibility and duty towards your family, whether that's just a partner, whether that's parents, whether that's children. You feel this responsibility to be successful for them. And that's what carries you through and allows you to be confident even when you aren't, and to set all else aside and to kind of rise up and express yourself confidently. That's what's helped you to get out of your shell from past energies. So people see that in you, that you have that caring nature and that legacy building capacity. And it makes you really attractive as a potential partner. So it's another compliment you're getting, like you are like wife material or husband material. People can see you carrying on their family legacy very well because they see you doing it with your own family. You bring honor to your family. But ultimately, you do it through your inner knowing. Even if your family guided you in alternate directions from your inner knowing, you move forward with what they've guided, and you find a way to reroute and implement your own intuition into it. All right, I am going to pull a couple more. All right, final messages for my pile number 1. What compliments are pile 1 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 1 getting behind their back? Yeah, you would make an ideal partner. People don't feel like they would have to compete for your love and attention because you have so much integrity and loyalty about you. They feel safe and secure. And if they were toxic in your life, they compliment your ability to let them go. Yeah, people really see this. Either you have a great family or you're building a great family. And everything you do, it's not for yourself and for your own looks. It's for your family. Like, it's a higher honor. So when we work for something greater than ourselves, we're able to do a lot more because we have bigger shoes to fill. And our ego and our own selfish desires, they confine us and constrict us, whilst being of service to something greater than ourselves stretches us and challenges us to be the best we can be. And they're complementing your discernment on who and who not to connect with because of this integrity, this self-respect, and this respect for others. So there's, this big emphasis on, like, people recognize that you've had to do a juggling act with showing up with what's been asked of you and following your heart, but you've done it with grace and you didn't hold grudges. So people see that you haven't held grudges, and this is meant that you've accomplished the things that they wanted for you, whilst also developing the things that were right for yourself, that your intuition was guiding. And so now, since you've maintained those strong connections and bonds by being merciful and gracious and honoring others' wishes for you, now you have multiple skills and you're able to share those other skills that you were developing on your own in hiding with your family and your loved ones and anyone really who needs them. And they're just really commending how great of a catch you are and just how good of a partner you'll make, not just because of your beauty, but because of all of these wondrous qualities. People feel like they just know that they can be really happy with you, or they see you being really happy in your love and family life. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to enter to win a free reading and by commenting down below and making sure you're subscribed. And I can't wait to see you on our next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 2. If you chose number 15, the Devil card in the Everything is Magic Tarot, this is your reading for what compliments do you get behind your back? I thought this was a very interesting card that came out, so I'm really curious what we have in store for you as far as compliments go. A lot of people think that the Devil card automatically has evil connotations, which it can, but ultimately it talks about karma, it talks about delays in gratification, but also our ties to this material world, which can keep us stuck in karmic cycles. Another thing I want to mention before we get into it, make sure that you're subscribed and you like this video, and comment down below for a chance to win a free reading. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be choosing someone from the comment section who is subscribed to offer a free reading to. All right, let's get right into it. All right, what compliments is pile number 2 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 2 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 2 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile number 2 getting behind their back? People are talking a lot about your leadership qualities, pile number 2. So another thing about the Devil card, it's ruled by Saturn. So or by Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. And Capricorn is a very leadership-oriented sign. And Saturn in our chart talks about where we take authority or our relationship with authority. So people see you as having a lot of leadership ability and being very capable. There is this serious quality to you, but there's also this capacity to just remain objective in the face of adversity and to keep your eyes on the goal. So to let kind of the challenges of everyday life, or the challenges that come with working towards something, to kind of let them go, acknowledge them, but still know how to move forward and stand in your power. We even have the devil, which is, this is the ego in this deck, but in traditional tarot, number 15, major arcana, is the devil card. So that's the same card coming out there. So I'm ultimately seeing that this has to do with your leadership abilities, with your ability to handle difficult things and still remain objective and still remain resolute. Please clarify Three of Wands. The Hermit. Please clarify Queen of Swords. What are the compliments pile 2 is getting behind their back? What compliments are pile 2 getting behind their back? Please clarify Five of Cups. Yeah, people see us being very victorious, very competent, very confident, very regal, very self-contained. And you have this ease about you, even when other people would seem flustered, they would feel pressured and burdened. You have this way of allowing it to, you know, the phrase diamonds are built under pressure or something like that. So under pressure, you only become more mesmerizing. And I think of martial arts when I think of how you take this raw, violent, aggressive energy and then you create art with it. And you're able to really like channel this energy into something beautiful and really shine. So it's through difficulties that your skills and your leadership abilities shine through. Another thing that's coming through here, pretty much all of these characters are feminine characters. So another compliment is kind of, you are a girl boss. People see that you don't have to compromise your femininity in order to be seen as capable, to be seen as strong, to be seen as a leader. And something I've had these cards since I can remember, and I've never really seen her wings and the kind of indigo hue to her wings. But another thing that I'm getting from that is how unassuming and unexpected your intelligence is. People can kind of overlook your intelligence or the eclectic, creative solutions that you come up with, or the way that your mind works. People tend to overlook that at first. But once they see it, it elevates you to this like larger than life kind of being in their eyes. Like, because without these wings, she's a queen, but with the wings, she's a fairy queen. And that's like next level. So it makes you not only regal, but it gives you this elevated position, and that's through your intelligence, your wisdom, and your very unique way of seeing the world and of approaching different challenges in life. You also have a very striking appearance. You're very beautiful. People think that you're very beautiful. You look very unique, and you stand out because of your appearance, but there's also something within your energy. It's almost like you can't help but feel you on the way you sound. You have a beautiful voice. Just everything about you is unique and striking. A lot of you in this pile are going to be maybe like ethnically different from the majority of the people that you're around. You may come from like a different cultural background, or even if you have been where you live for generations, there's still something that kind of stands out and makes you like stand out from the crowd within your appearance and the way you carry yourself. All right, let's move forward. So let's see what areas you're being complimented on. Pile number 2, what areas in life are you being complimented on? Join in, windfall. What compliments are pile number 2 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile 2 getting behind their back? Self-care, healthcare change, healing from the past, body changes. So I'm not necessarily seeing that. For some of you, it will be that you've like improved your physical body through your health and healing and self-care, but I'm also getting that you just have a nice body as is, but people take that and they recognize that that means that you take care of yourself. Even if they don't know you very well, people feel like you take really good care of yourself. It's apparent in the way you put yourself together. It's apparent in, how you look fit. People are complimenting you on how much willpower you seem to have and how consistent you are. There's something about the way you show up that makes it clear that you have a lot of energy. You have a lot of sustained energy that you generate from within yourself. It overflows onto the people around you, but they can tell it really reaps benefits for your own self in your life as well. People are complimenting you on whenever they feel unsure, they know that they can go to you and be pointed in the right direction and receive the support that they need. And it helps to give them faith. They feel like through your faithfulness and how it's served you and what a great example you are for something that they might want to model, it makes them more faithful. It makes them want to be believers. Yeah, you're a very faithful leader at that, pile number 2. So it's really ironic that you got the Devil card. I hope you weren't, put off by that and chose not to, listen to it, because I'm feeling that you have actually a lot of honor and respect for God and the divine. And that's why you're able to be so powerful and so confident, because you derive your confidence from a higher power. That's another thing about this card. The energy and connotation of this card is a respect for hierarchical systems. So I feel like you have a lot of reverence and honor for not only God, but especially God, a higher power, but also those who come before you, your teachers, your mentors. And it's only through being a student that you can learn to be a teacher and that you can become a master. All right, let's move forward. What compliments are pile number 2 getting behind their back? What compliments are pile 2 getting behind their back? What compliments? Yeah, how you can... So this is second kind of bunny rabbit energy I saw here. And it's making me think about how... So bunnies like to work for their food. So if you have a pet that's a bunny and you kind of like cover their food bowl, they'll take away the obstruction, and they love doing that. You can cover it and they'll take it away, cover it and they'll take it away, and try to like go after their food. So from this I'm receiving that you really welcome a challenge. You even have like something of a surfer here. You welcome a challenge. There's the mountains. Because through challenges, you are able to transform, and it fuels you. It fuels you, and it gives you this unassuming wisdom about yourself that's quiet and self-contained. You may seem very youthful, but the more people get to know you, the more they recognize that actually you're very, very wise. What compliments are pile 2 getting behind their back? They see how much you've been through after a while. Because at first they think that you're just like innocent and, you know, non-threatening. And maybe even some people could assume that you're like privileged and you haven't been through anything. But then they realize you've been through many iterations and you've let yourself be born again. Please clarify the Fool. Maybe for some of you, you're a mother. Or they feel like you would be a good mother. What compliments are pile number 2 getting behind their backs? But they're also talking about how lovable you are. People are complimenting how lovable you are and how you know how to choose the pathways that are right for you and to leave the past where it belongs. And that's why you have a connection with so much life energy and you seem so young and you seem so youthful, because you don't allow things to burden you and keep you down for long. Because you've learned through more trials and tribulations than maybe the average person or the people around you, you've learned how to release it and to move forward. You've learned when something has run its course, when it's too difficult to bear, and how to release that and how to move forward towards the highest direction. So you understand the concept of endurance and moving forward in faith, even when things seem like they're no longer worth your energy. you keep moving forward and you treat each day and each moment like it's brand new until you receive clear messaging from something higher that lets you know that it's time to move forward or change course. And as you take that new direction, it's like the burdens slip away more and more and more and more. And you have your difficult days where it's hard to have faith, it's hard to trust, it's hard to go the path, but you keep doing it, and eventually you always get where you desire to be. And you always make those difficult choices. So that's what really makes you a boss. And people want to come towards you. They want to learn from you. And I get the sense, pile 2, it hasn't always been that way for you, but people have seen these many iterations and they've seen your wisdom and how it's served you and how it shows up in a spiritual way. So let's get one final message. Here's the Animal Oracle. I'm just going to take it. All right, number 64, Wagtail Essence. And you have Confidence, Lion, number 36 at the bottom of the deck. All right, number 64, nearly the last one in the deck. Get back to your roots and lighten up. The small wagtail is a ground-feeding bird that is part of the fantail family. They have a joyful spirit that reminds us to be playful, spirited, and childlike. When life feels heavy, and as if we are carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, we can look to a wagtail to see that life doesn't have to be so serious all the time. That in fact, in order to make a greater and more positive impact on the planet, we must look at continually maintaining our own positivity. The wagtail offers us the gift of reconnecting with our own essence, our purpose, our soul, and our connection to all that is divine. As he sits on the grass foraging for insects, swaying and fanning his big tail feathers in the air, we're reminded of the importance of staying grounded and remembering the childhood memories we collect, having fun, playing, dancing, and singing. Returning to these ancient practices for pure happiness, we are able to see what it was that always drove us to do such big work in this world. The innocence, the essence, and the beauty in life that we wish to continue to preserve for generations to come. Interesting, yes. So this kind of plays into all the like rabbit energy, because that speaks to me about fertility and this world energy. So it's that you are, people see you as being a good role model for the next generation. There's something about you, pile 2, where you can relate to younger people as well as, but you have the wisdom of like a very old person. So people see you as being someone to model themselves after and to inspire them. Even this is like the father child dynamic here. So let me just get a little bit more. Yeah, I think what I'm picking up is that you have this timeless wisdom to you that can be applied no matter who you are, where you come from. And it's something that we need to lean into, this wisdom of the ages that we can find within ourselves, and we need to share that with generations to come. People see that in you. And also, they may have seen that you've always had this level of wisdom. And even though they may have written it off as being too carefree and not having, like, not being responsible, it's come full circle in that they have started to realize that by not taking things so seriously, you were actually being strong and you were being a leader. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Just want to commend you so much on the abundance that's coming to you, because I see that. And I know for a lot of you, maybe some days and sometimes it feels like you're working really hard to no avail, but what's just around the corner and the next page that you turn is exactly what you've been working towards. So keep moving forward with your goals and your plans, because those difficult days are finding their justice moment very shortly, nearly immediately. Just make the choice to keep going, keep having faith. That's all I have for you, pile number 2. Once again, don't forget to apply for the free reading down in the comment section below. Just make sure you're subscribed. Leave a comment, let me know that you're interested in entering, and I am so looking forward to seeing you on the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile 3. If you chose number 31, 10 of Wands, from the Everything is Magic tarot deck, this is your reading about what compliments are you getting behind your back. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share, comment down below, and don't forget to enter to win a chance for a free reading once we hit 1,000 subscribers. All you have to do is make sure you're subscribed and leave a comment down below letting me know of your intention to sign up. Let's get right into it. All right. What compliments are pile number 3 getting behind their backs? What compliments are pile number 3 getting behind their backs? One card at a time, please. 10 of Wands came out again. It was 10 of Swords, actually. What compliments are pile number 3 getting behind their backs? What compliments are pile number 3 getting behind their backs? What compliments are pile number 3 getting behind their backs? Please clarify Ace of Winter and Unity. Your decisiveness. Please clarify the Sun. Maybe some of you are getting married, or you've chosen a partner and they feel like you really have a dream partner or dream relationship. Please clarify 2 of Swords. But they feel like you've made a lot of good choices. They feel like you make a lot of good choices. You're a very contemplative person. Maybe sometimes you seem like you're in your head, but they feel like, or you don't express a very, like, you don't ask for help or guidance. You put it all on your own shoulders, but they feel like that serves you because you always make the right choices. And even when they can tell that you don't necessarily know exactly which way to go, and they see that you're mulling it over and they wish that you would rely on them for help, they can see that you are going to make the right choice. People are complimenting your parental skills. You may or may not be a parent, but people feel like you have a very either maternal or paternal way about yourself. People could feel that you have no set personality. You're very versatile. And you can kind of lean into different traits and qualities as needed. And having that quality in your way of being is part of what helps you to make those right choices. But in the past, they can tell that it's also kind of gotten you in trouble or made you feel kind of lost or made you feel overwhelmed or made you feel kind of like everything was on your own shoulders and made you feel lonely. And they're complimenting how now you've found the right person or people in your life to kind of share that burden with, who you trust, because they are like-minded and they don't hold you to any one set way of being. They allow you that ability to be nuanced and versatile. But yeah, it's this huge compliment and emphasis on like your choice in partner. So maybe, you have like my little brother, for example. I feel like he has, for the most part, really good like taste in women. So maybe you have good taste in men or women. Or maybe you yourself are very attractive, kind of a catch, kind of like marriage material. What compliments are my pile number 3s getting behind their backs? Yeah, some of you have found your life partner, and that's a huge compliment here, because they feel that that they really suit you. Some of you are being complimented by your family or people that you were so close with that they were like your family. They just remember you when you were younger and how you may have seemed overwhelmed and like you didn't know which way to go, but they are complimenting the choices you've made and how you've matured. And they feel like you're really thriving. You're really kind of like at your peak, or you're at your prime years now. Yeah, people feel like you're at your prime years, and they feel that you've been able to kind of heal that tendency to put everything on your own shoulders, and you've learned how to accept help from others and build healthy bonds and relationships, because maybe in the past they worried about your ability to let people in, or they felt like they were worried that maybe you would always be kind of lonely and isolated. But now in hindsight, they realize that you were just going through, for some of you, they remember you like all the way back from when you were going through puberty or something. And now they realize that you've matured and you've grown into this really beautiful, talented, capable, like kind of, what's the word? Like very socially skilled kind of person. Yeah, that you've really come into your own. And I'm getting that it doesn't have so much to do with your body. This says new exercise program, body changes. It's not really about that. It's more so about becoming mature and how beautiful you are. So I also get some emphasis on like you've learned how to take care of yourself. Maybe you know how to do your hair now, and you know how to like, you have better self-care rituals, and you're just really looking beautiful. But most importantly, people are complimenting how your ability to connect with others. You have this strong, very collaborative quality and personality. And so not only do you just like mesh well with others, but you are able to give guidance where guidance is needed, because they recognize now that isolation that you went through before, and that capacity that you developed to have the weight of the world on your shoulders, so to speak, has really served you. And so now you let people in, not because you need other people, but because it's joyful and pleasurable to connect with others. And so you have so much to share in those interactions and those collaborations. So they see that you're connecting with others as a whole version of yourself. And so that means that you can share a lot in those interactions. So they see you in some ways as being charitable, but not necessarily charitable, more so generous. What compliments are pile number 3 getting behind their backs? What compliments are pile number 3 getting behind their backs? What compliments are pile number 3 getting behind their backs? Please clarify. 2 of Wands. Please clarify. Oracle of Pentacles. Please clarify Oracle of Cups and 2 of Pentacles. There's this real overflowing abundance to you. People are complimenting how you really brought yourself up out of nothing. You've made changes and improvements from, like, you really let yourself go into the gutter of what your life could be. Or how do I say this? They saw you when you were at your worst, right? And they see how quickly and methodically you worked your way out of it. And now they see that you have conjured this wave of positive energy and success. And you're not even halfway done. They saw you go through many iterations, and even when they thought you were at your peak, they feel as though you continue to have a beginner's mind, so that you always feel like you're just starting out. And this serves you in that it means that you get to learn a lot more in a lot more detail. You have a lot of irons in the fire, and you're bringing all of your interests and desires and qualities together. So part of that kind of decision making that we were talking about before, they see you as indecisive, but rather than that being negative, they see that it's actually you developing so many different tools to put in your toolbox and becoming a jack of all trades. And they're really interested to see how you bring it all together, because they've seen you bring certain things together. And they felt like, wow, you're at your prime, you're at your peak. And then they realize that is just one element of everything that you're going to be developing throughout your lifetime. So they're really excited to see like this iteration of you and what you're creating. So people are complimenting just how engaging you are as a person and your life path. And when I'm talking about this, when I was talking about kind of they saw you at your worst, it's more so like they always knew that you had ambition and you had goals. But they saw you really just get things going and moving out of what they thought was nothing. And they thought it was nothing because you didn't let them in, because you knew that there was such a vast array of things going on in your mind, and you didn't know how they were going to come together, but you just knew that you had to pursue them all. So people saw you as disjointed and all over the place, and they saw that as being a weakness, but they're complimenting you that was really your strength all along. And now they thought you needed their help, and it wasn't in a condescending or hurtful manner, because I feel like you were really young, or there was some reason or excuse, like people thought that it was a fair excuse as to why you were in this state. So they're not like pitying you, they don't see you as like below, but they just thought that you needed help, because everybody needs help sometimes. I don't get any negativity from it, but in reality now they're seeing, oh wow, that was just that person's path, and now that is their strength, and they needed to figure things out on their own. Cool. So let's get some final messages, pile number 3. What compliments are you getting behind your back? What compliments are you getting behind your back? Lion, confidence. I'm getting some similar energies to pile number 2, if that stood out to you. This was on the bottom of the deck of pile number 2 as well. And then the bottom of the deck here is P-Heaven, P-Hen, Nurture, number 8. And 8 has the vibration of abundance. And that's more of that kind of maternal energy that I was picking up on. All right. So Lion, confidence, number 36. 6 reduces down to 9. 9 has to do with letting go, creating space for something new. It's like preparing to end cycles. And so I feel like you had a lot on your back. Maybe you were carrying a lot of like wounds from your childhood, or projections that people like put onto you based on just, demographics, or just prejudice even at some stages of life. And you had to continue to lean on this inner discovery process, because I don't feel like it was always an inner knowing. I feel like even currently you don't necessarily understand your own mind. Sometimes you don't know how everything's going to come together, but it's like this pull within you. You just have to honor that journey, and these plans are not just coming from your own mind. They're divinely guided and orchestrated. You have to take action on these plans. You just have to. So you're just following your own intuition, and that is the makeup. That is the recipe for the ultimate version of who you will continue to become. And it's not about the talents, the skills, the accomplishments. It's about shaking up and helping people to release those prejudices and those preconceptions, is a big word that I didn't say earlier that I meant to say. Preconceptions that they have placed onto you and other people that may be similar to you, right? So number 36, Lion, confidence, pride and acceptance in your whole self brings out the born leader. Lions dwell within their family groups known as prides, with the females conducting the majority of the hunting. Hunts are well coordinated and carried out as an orchestrated group, whilst the males guard and defend the territory from other lions and big cats. The distinct roar of the lion is synonymous with the feeling of celebration and power that we feel when we express ourselves authentically with confidence. Mature male lions are unique among the cat species for their thick mane that encircles their head. The mane is purely for show, serving no practical purpose other than to attract a mate and show up male rivals. With very few predators, lions have every reason to feel confident, audacious, and daring. Known as the king of the jungle or king of beasts, the lion teaches us that born leaders have a great mix of strength, showmanship, pride, and confidence that helps them to go further in life and be at the top of their class in society. Yeah, so I feel like, at one point you were a little lion cub, you did not have your mane, and now, honey, you have grown your mane, and people are complimenting it. You have the most beautiful lion mane that there is. And there was another message that I was getting earlier about, like, maybe you've learned how to style your hair, or like, but there's this, you always had that capacity within you. That was always who you were going to be. From the day you were born, you have that capacity to grow that mane, right? The baby lion the baby male lion will always grow that mane, right? Unless there's some other issue, but that's not what we're talking about here. And so you always had that capacity within you. And you're commended for just simply knowing who you are, having the consciousness to accept that every step of the way, even when it wasn't apparent. And now others can see that in you as well. So continue to express yourself with confidence, because it's making an impact on others. And it doesn't have to be about any form of like racial differences that you have, but just people, young people who may not feel that they fit in society or understand their path or have a clear, fit into a clear kind of way of being. They don't know what they want to do. When they look to you, if you want to share any mentorship, because I feel like that's why I'm getting this nurturing energy, and that's also apparent within the female lion, is if you share mentorship with those kinds of people, those are the people that you are meant to kind of stand for. People who may not have always had their clear space in society. So yeah, I think that's it. Pile number 3. I'm just gonna get one more tarot message. What compliments are pile number 3 getting behind their backs? So don't be afraid to express yourself more. Yeah, that's what that lion message was about, because it was about expressing yourself with authenticity and the pride that brings to you. So don't let this past of people not understanding you or underestimating you get in the way of you taking action towards what is now your talents and your strengths that you've built and developed in your own right. Don't be confused and don't get mistaken. I have a very good friend that told me long time ago, don't sleep on yourself. People are going to sleep on you, but don't sleep on yourself. And the thing is, people are sleeping on you less than you're sleeping on yourself now. People see your worth and value more than you do now. and that's silly. But you have that capacity for confidence within yourself, and just know, It's not pride. It's not useless pride. This pride, stepping out, allowing yourself to be commended and honored and respected and admired, that is going to be a service to other people who may have felt the things that you felt when you didn't always know your way. Oh wow, Ten of Swords. So it's just saying that part of your life is over. It's time for a new beginning, and it's time to show up for those that come next. Whatever that means to you, you can do it. All right, that is your message pile number 3. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you comment below to enter a chance to win a free reading. And I can't wait to see you on my next video.